Hey, what's going on? What's going on, folks? How you doing? How you doing? And welcome into another Lycantober stream. I certainly hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. Happy Monday and/or Tuesday, depending on which side of the world you're on. And tonight we are going to be doing something that has been very, very much been anticipated and wanted ever since October began. We are going to be playing a little bit of Magic the Gathering Arena, and we are going to be exploring a little bit of the epicness that is Duskmourn, the House of Horror. Hey, what up there, Gib? At work the only time this week. Fair enough there, fair enough. I certainly hope you have a wonderful work day. And, yeah, should be a fun time, if anything. Was there any offline activity that needed to be addressed before we delve into the horrors? I do not see. Which is perfect. Just gets us into the action even further. Even faster, I should say. So, without further ado, I've already got myself logged in with Magic the Gathering Arena. So, let's begin. It'll probably just take a couple seconds for it to pop up on screen, but while it also is waiting to pop up, there we go. Make sure that I'm actually out of the way so you guys can actually see the gameplay. Once again, I certainly hope everyone is doing well. Now we just wait for the game to pop up, which should be right about now. Now. Kablam. Now. Oh, that's not kablam. That's not kablam. I might need to need to switch there. There we go. Better. Kablam! Better! The only reason work is even open against Chef's Wisage is the restaurateurs want a little extra cash before the storm hits. Yeah, to be able to pay for any damages to their houses, obviously. Again, stay safe out there, people in Florida and around Florida. Got to make tweaks to your deck. Welcome in, Avel. And, I would only suspect. But, also thank you for the care package there, Gib. Now, we are trying to dive into the House of Horrors, and to prep for such an occasion, we've got at least a couple of plays to work with. I will deal with your challenge in a moment. We are going to be opening packs first. We are going to first start with 9 of the basic Duskmourn packs. Then we've got a Mystic pack that we could open, and then a Gold pack to finish off. So, let us begin our delving. Ooh, the Shrewd Storyteller. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Shrewd Storyteller is tapped, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Growing Dread, flash when Growing Dread enters. Manifest Dread. That's a new one. Manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other into your graveyard. Turn it up face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. Banish from sight. Target non-land permanent's owner puts it on top of the bottom of the library. Survey 1. The Most Valuable Slayer. Whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike. The Peculiar Lighthouse. Enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. And the Friendly Teddy. When a Friendly Teddy dies, each player draws a card. Fascinating. Ooh, actually, there was one other thing I wanted to do too. Because, technically, I do have this that we could use. This one. Yes. We can load this profile. I keep forgetting to do it. I might as well do it now. But yeah. I just threw up a whole bunch of stuff for new sound alerts. Should be a bunch of random things that I had set up for last year. But yes, continuing. Let me go and pull that back up. There we go. What was this card? The Jolly Balloon Man. It has haste, 1 mana and tap. Create a creature token that is a copy of another target creature you control, except it's a 1/1, a red balloon creature in addition to its other colors and types.
Damn, this is some scary shit. Oh, I am scared.
That sound alert alone, I'm pretty sure got me killed whenever I was playing Alien Isolation on the hardest mode last year. Pretty funny clip from that. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright, continue. Next. The Possessed Goat. 3 mana, discard a card, put 3 1/1 counters on Possessed Goat, and it becomes a black demon in addition to in addition to its other colors and types. Activate it only once. Interesting. Don't make a sound. Counter target spell unless its controller plays 2. If you do, surveil. Stay hidden, stay silent. Enchant creature. Tap enchanted creature. Creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. And then for 6 mana, shuffle enchanted creature into its owner's library, then manifest dread. Activate only as sorcery. Tap the screen. Ward 2. When tap the screen enters, exile target artifact, creature, or enchantment an opponent controls until trapped in the screen leaves the battlefield. Dagger Maw Megalodon. Vigilance and Island Cycling. And then Fear of Lost Teeth. When Fear of Lost of Teeth dies, deal 1 damage to any target, you gain 1 life. The Rite of the Moth. Return target creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it with flashback. Finality, if a permanent with a finality counter on it would go to the graveyard from the battlefield, it is exiled instead. And then our special card, Ley Line of Transformation. If Ley Line of Transformation is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. As Ley Line of Transformation enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. It's the same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Okay, so it's basically DNA surgery, but for Magic. Interesting. Next. Fear of Falling. Enchant creature, it's a nightmare. Whenever Fear of Falling attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -2/-0 and loses flying until your end of turn. Slavering Branch Snapper. So this card looks amazing. It's basically Lizard Man. Trample and Forest Cycling. Final Vengeance. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature or an enchantment and then exile target creature. A Glimmerlight. It's a flashlight. When Glimmerlight enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. And equip creature gets 1/1, equip 1. Interesting. Frantic Strength. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and has trample. And Nowhere to Run. It has flash. And when Nowhere to Run enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Creatures your opponents control can be the target of spells and abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. So basically a counter to ward abilities. Fear of Missing Out, a nightmare creature. When Fear of Missing Out enters, discard a card, then draw. Delirium. Whenever Fear of Missing Out attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Really? You're gonna stick a 2 mana. You're gonna stick a 2 mana with create another attack phase if it's at least the first time it attacks each turn? Jesus. Cynical Loner. When it enters, it cannot be blocked by glimmers. At the survival at the beginning of your second main phase, if Cynical Loner is tapped, you may search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle. Hand That Feeds. Whenever Hand That Feeds attacks, while there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, it gets +2/+0 and gains Menace until end of turn. Occult Healer. Eerie, huh? Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Occult Healer gains lifelink until end of turn. Unlock a room. That's apparently a mechanic that we haven't ran into yet. Fear of Exposure. As an additional cost to cast the spell, tap 2 untapped creatures and or lands you control. It's got trample. Shepherding Spirits, Flying, and Plane Cycling. The Bleeding Woods. I like the card art, and the fact that it's a red-green is also bonus. Bleeding Woods enters tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. And then, the Demonic Council. Search your library for a demon card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, instead search your library for any card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Love it. Shard Mage's Rescue. Enchantment Aura. Flash. Enchant creature you control enchant creature control as long as Shard Mage's Rescue entered this turn. Enchanted creature has hexproof, and it gets 1/1. Manifest Dread. Literally just Manifest Dread. That is a horrifying card art, though. Like, someone was trapped in an ooze and is now just being defended. Lovely. The Creeping Peeper. It is a giant eye spider. Tap it for 1 blue mana, and then spend this mana only to cast an enchantment spell, unlock a door, or turn a permanent face up. And I'm guessing this is a room. Yep, it is. Enchantment room. Meat locker or drowned diner. When you for the meat locker, when you unlock this door, tap up to one target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. And then drowned diner. When you unlock this door, draw 3 cards and then discard 1. Bound footage? Did I miss this or something? You may look at face down creatures your opponents control anytime. And then for 2 mana, sacrifice the found footage and surveil 2, then draw a card. And just a random wild. We got the Rip Chain Razorkin with reach and sacrifice a land to draw a card. We've got the Hardened Escort, a human soldier. Whenever Hardened Escort attacks another target creature you control, gets 1 and 0 and gains indestructible for the end of turn. Glassworks and Shattered Yard. Glassworks, when you unlock this door, this room deals 4 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Or Shattered Yard, at the beginning of your end step, this room deals 1 damage to each opponent. Fear of the Dark. A nightmare creature again. Whenever Fear of the Dark attacks, if defending player controls no Glimmer creatures, it gains Menace and Death Touch until end of turn. Orphans of the Wheat. Whenever Orphans of the Wheat attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Orphans of the Wheat gets +1/+1 for until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. Attack in the Box. It is a toy. Whenever Attack in the Box attacks, you may have it get +4/+0 until end of turn. If you do, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Enduring Vitality, an Elk Glimmer. Creatures you control have add 1 mana of any color. When Enduring Vitality dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment, and not a creature. Noted. Interesting. The Cautious Survivor, an elf survivor with survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Cautious Survivor is tapped, you gain 2 life. Basically looks like a Ghostbuster. Say its name, a sorcery. Mill 3 cards. You can return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Exile this card and 2 other cards named Say Its Name from your graveyard. Search your graveyard and hand and or library for a card named Altanak, the Thrice Called, and put it onto the battlefield. You may search your library this way, shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. So basically, we're taking a haunted mirror, chanting the name of the quote-unquote Altanak 3 times, and summoning him. Kind of like Bloody Mary. Haunted Screen. Artifact. Tap it to add either a white or a black. Tap it, pay 1 life to add any of the other 3 colors. And then for 7 mana, put 7 1/1 counters on Haunted Screen. It becomes a 0/0 spirit creature in addition to its other types. Activate only once. That is actually really cool. I like that. That seems like it'd be a fun little mechanic to work with. Impossible Inferno. It's an instant card that deals 6 damage to target creature, and if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, you can exile the top card of your library, and you can play it until the end of your next turn. Duskmourn's Domination. An enchantment aura. Enchant your creature. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets -3 and -0 and loses all of its abilities, however. The Dazzling Theater. Creature spells you cast have Convoke or Prop Room, and untap each creature you control during each player's other untap step. Some of these large cards are pretty interesting. Continue. The Lakeside Shack. The Erratic Apparition, another sort of techno ghost. Probably the thing that came out of the TV. Flying and Vigilance, eerie whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, Erratic Apparition gets 1/1 until end of turn. Piranha Fly, it is literally it's a literal piranha insect that enters the field tapped. Fear of Abduction. A nightmare, basically just a giant alien. As an additional cost to cast the spell, exile a creature you control. It's a flying creature, and whenever it enters the field, exile a target creature an opponent controls. When Fear of Abduction leaves the battlefield, put each card exiled with it into its owner's hands. Interesting. Boiler Biles Ripper. Or Boiler Bilges Ripper. When Boiler Bilges Ripper enters, you may sacrifice another creature or enchantment. When you do, Boiler Bilges Ripper. Boiler Bilges Ripper deals 2 damage to any target. It's terrifying, that's for sure. Keys to the House, an artifact. 1 mana and tap. Sacrifice the keys to the house to search your library for a basic land, reveal it and put it in your hand, then shuffle. Or for 3 mana and tap, sacrifice the keys to the house, lock or unlock a door to a target room you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So how do you unlock a door without the keys to the house then? The Wandering Rescuer. Hey, that's the lady from Kamigawa. Yeah, the Wandering Emperor. Now she's apparently a Wandering Rescuer. Flash, Convoke, and Double Strike. Other tap creatures you control have hexproof. Alright then. Continue. Final basic pack. Dagger Fang Meg is your favorite card? Ooh, I'll have to see if I can find it. Murder. Obviously, it's just murder. Enter the Enigma. Target creature can't be blocked this turn and draw a card. The Wildfire Wickerfolk. A fiery scarecrow with haste and delirium. It gets 1/1 and has trample as long as there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Acrobatic Cheerleader, the human survivor with the survival ability at the beginning of your second main phase. If Acrobatic Cheerleader is tapped, put a flying counter on it. This ability triggers only once. The Underwater Tunnel. When you unlock this door, Surveil 2, and the Slimy Aquarium. When you unlock this door, Manifest Dread, and then put a 1/1 counter on a creature. Oh wait, so Surveil Room. You may cast either half that door unlocks on the battlefield as a sorcery. You may pay the mana cost if it's a locked door. So you may cast either half. That door unlocks on the battlefield. And then as a sorcery, you can pay the mana cost again. Oh, you can pay the mana cost of a locked door to unlock it. Interesting. That's gonna be a mechanic that's gonna have to get used to. The Unwilling Vessel, a human wizard. Vigilance, Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, put a possession counter on Unwilling Vessel. When Unwilling Vessel dies, create an XX blue spirit creature token with flying, where X is the number of counters on Unwilling Vessel. Basically, the person that the ghost is possessing dies, and then the ghost comes out a little stronger. Thank you. And then there's last special card from the basic packs. Victator Valgoth's Seneschal. Victor Valgoth's Seneschal. And it's a very special card art, looks like. Legendary creature, Human Warlock. Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, Surveil 2. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, if the second time, each opponent discards a card, and if it's the third time, put a creature card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Damn. So, Valgoth's Seneschal is fucking overpowered. No, I wanted that card! Yeah, I can easily see why. Where basically it just kind of works off of the room mechanics. You could Surveil 2, have your opponents discard cards, and then put a monster from their graveyard, or even your graveyard, onto the battlefield. Interesting. And now for the Mythic Pack. Special card. Okay. Got a couple of wilds. The Resurrected Cultist. Delirium for 4 mana. Return Resurrected Cultist from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, and only as a sorcery. The Fanatic of the Harrowing. Whenever it enters, each player discards a card. If you discarded a card this way, draw a card. The Clockwork Percussionist. It is a robot monkey that is also part monster. Haste. When Clockwork Percussionist dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. And then our special spiky little card here. Abhorrent Oculus, the Eye creature. As an additional cost to the spell, exile 6 cards from your graveyard. Flying, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, Manifest Dread. Interesting. And then finally, our gold pack. Ooh, we got a double. We got a double here. All right, so we'll touch the smaller ones first. The Azure Beastbinder, looks like from the Bloomborough set. Vigilance can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. Whenever Beastbinder attacks, up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all of its abilities until your next turn. If a creature is also if it's a creature, it also has the base power and toughness 2/2 until your next turn. Next, Noon from the Thunder Junction set. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. 5 mana, sacrifice High Noon. It deals 5 damage to any target. Blazemire Verge, looks like from maybe the Duskmourn stuff. It definitely fits the theme. And for this, Starfall Invocation. Looks like another Bloomborough. Gift a card. Destroy all creatures. If the gift was promised, return a creature card. Put it into your graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Interesting. Alright. Now. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me you are the best one, and you are it. What the fuck is this thing? Overlord of the Baelmerk, an avatar horror from Duskmourn. Enchantment creature, Impending 5 for 2 mana. Impending 5, if you cast the spell for its impending cost, it enters with 5 time counters and isn't a creature until the last one is removed. At the beginning of your end step, remove a time counter from it. When Overlord of the Baelmerk enters or attacks, mill 4 cards. Then you can return a non-avatar creature card from or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Mill 4 cards and then just return a non-avatar creature from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad, I suppose. For the impending theme, I almost want to say it should go to the battlefield instead, but I suppose it's gotta. I suppose if it's non-avatar. Omori Vault. Add basic mana, 3 mana, discard a card, look at top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts you control, put 1 of those cards into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, so, that was, that's some interesting cards so far. We're gonna have to see if we can't focus Duskmourn specifically. And we're also going to need to see all the cards we don't own as well. We're going to have to try and make ourselves something along the lines of at least the start of a deck. I'm almost curious about trying to make a toy deck. A toy deck seems like it'll be pretty interesting. Well, with the percussion monkey and Toby the beastie befriender. Yeah, basically child messing around with giant toy monster. Yeah. And then yeah. So we got aliens, haunted toys. Well, if that's not a reference, I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of references. There was literally Ghostbusters. But yeah, this whole entire set, it definitely will, oh dear. Overlord of the Mist Wars. Whenever it enters or attacks, create two 2/1 white insect creature tokens with flying. Yeah, so basically we got basically got the Mothman. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Once again, we'll probably be able to try and get some experience from playing a couple of rounds with either viewers or fighting opponents online, and we'll try and get ourselves some more money so we can get some more cards. Alright. Though Demonic has been waiting long enough, how's about we go ahead and start off with some werewolf action? I almost want to say, I mean, we could also, it's been a while since I've actually used some of this, but we might as well at least have the starting fight be werewolves, so let's go. Prepare yourself, Demonic. The werewolves are invading Duskmourn tonight. Hotkeys? Where are my hotkeys? Hotkeys? There it is. There you are. Why are you not responding to me? There you go. Odd. No matter. Strange. You're the one who issued out the challenge. Maybe try and send out another one. Maybe it was old. Or if anything, I could challenge you! Obviously, you really like the best of 3 sort of format, so we can do that. There we go. Begin. Establishing connection. Prime. Apparently you have the new set, so you go first. I could probably work with this. Hello. Accept that now. Ooh, look at the plains card. And the swamp. Mountain. Guessing. The Bale Merc Leech. Whenever an enchantment you control instances, or whenever you unlock a room, each opponent loses 1 life. No block. Thanks for the free transformation, my friend. Hello. When you unlock this door, search your library for a basic land card. I eat your leech. Sniper? Let's go with... How about you? Attack! Okay, so you can switch rooms. That's how it works. The Ley Line of Mutation? It's in your opening hand. You may begin it with on the battlefield. You may pay all 5 colors of mana rather than pay the mana cost for spells you cast. Huh. Alright then. Let's go with. How about the Ill-Tempered Low? Everybody attack! G for first round. Don't even worry about that. Bring it on! Someone read. Not want to work. Working on my end. Ooh, mulligan that. Better. Keep it. Toss it. Let us begin. Let's get... You know what? More red. Ill-tempered. Much better. Rockfall Veil. Liberator. And then I fired. And then I missed. Interesting. You made me take damage. Now you die. And enter. Very well. Targeting itself. Friendly Ghost. Bird Admirer. Get in there. All of the hunt will finish you off. Good games, Demonic. Decent number of attacks, creature spells, was able to play a lot of green stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I did. I kind of figured. If you wanted to go again, we can. Perhaps you got a better hand this time around? Of course. Rematch. Begin. Wait. Cancel. I need best of 3. The way you like to play. And... Good. Oh, no, don't cancel challenge. Begin. Ooh. Fascinating. However, unplayable. I could probably work with it. Practical all I really need. And it's the same field, too. It's the eye thing. Well, I really don't need to do this. So for now, swing in. Do you risk the block? No, you don't. Merc Leech. Once again. Interesting. Kovala. Thank you for the card. You exiled Tovalar! And Fear of Lost Teeth. Oh, it's an enchantment creature. Very well. Perhaps I'll have to do this after all. Take action. And then pass turn. Friendly ghost. Woo! Alright. 1/1. Get that off the field. Bird Admirer. Hound Tamer. Skull Snap Nuisance. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil. Locked in. Beheaded Beastie? Oh, Bedhead Beastie. I can at least block the flyer. I can block that leech. And I can take the 2. Rockpile Veil and pass turn. Gonna have to play a lot of cards from your hand now, if you want to revert me. Locked in. Alrighty. With that locked in, block the friendly ghost, take out the creeping peeper, and to ensure survival, one hell of a hunt. Two hell of a hunt. Pass. Aight. Everybody's got trample. But oh no, I missed my opportunity. Give a little extra attack. Everybody swing. Oh, but I could also do this, couldn't I? 4 mana. You're down to 1! All because I didn't cast Unnatural Moonrise. Wildfire Wicker Folk. It's got me. Too bad it's not gonna be enough. Nope, nope. Good shit, though. That was a very much closer fight. Round 2. Ooh. No. Better. Very much better. Begin. My darling, my love, you return to me. That's what we love to see. Oop, there we go. What's this? Meat locker. Huh? Oh. Alright, fine. If I can't get extra mana, I'll use extra mana. I can do it twice. Take 9. Hey, you got the toy monkey. Bird admirer. Duel for dominance. Rampaging Soul Rager? Gets 3/0 as long as there's 2 or more unlocked doors among rooms you control. Yeah, that'll work. My only attacker. And that is good game. That was very effective, Demonic. Very effective. That first round was by far very close. If I didn't have those literal 2 Howl of the Hunts in hand from the beginning of the duel, I would have probably lost that one. Second hand was bad. Yeah, I definitely saw that too. Let's see. I wonder. It's been a while since I fought against my friend. Would he be willing to accept a challenge? Best of one? Depending on how busy they are? Let's see whether or not they actually accept it. I'll give him a minute. Outside of that, be real quick. Need to take a break to eat? Of course, Apple. For some strange reason, you don't want to activate your toggles if I don't have you active as the big thing. Huh? Oh? Okay. Maybe we broke the spell? No. Whenever I'm in magic, it does not work. Oh, lovely. I can just issue the challenge. Oh, challenge accepted! Let's do this. Right. Let's see whether or not our good friend, that dork, has made himself a Duskmourn deck. We go in there. We're gonna have to go in with our very best. Now, perhaps for this current situation, it would be better to work with. Let's see how he does against the wizard deck. He's got Jeshith as his profile. What deck you running? Oh, this is actually a pretty good hand. Keep it. Hello. Long time no smell, my friend. Wizard class. He's got Ixinth. He's playing dinos. I might be in trouble right here. I've got too much for setup. Not enough for defense. Prepare for Tasha's hideous laughter. Woo! Ruby the Daring Tracker. Diamond Pickaxe. Level 2. Pass turn. It's Holly the Primal Conqueror! We are tapping that. What an exile. Not the fireball! mountain. I've got 5 mana out on field. I'm not gonna be able to block a Tali. But I can at least get Najal on the field. If I do that, I can do 2 Flames of Honor. But I'll have to survive. Good game. I can't block everybody. And Savage Stomp. Damn. Trampled on by Dino. Good game, though. Good game to that dork. A round of applause for our friend there. I almost hesitate to say round 2. Had to come in after the fact. Ah, welcome in, that dork. Welcome in, welcome in. Figured I saw you online and send you a little challenge. Been a while since we actually had a good duel or two, so if you want, we can go again. Down for round 2? Hell yeah, let's fucking go. How you been, my friend? Gave me a good little challenge while drafting. Fair enough, fair enough. Ooh, I almost want to try and do Wizard again, just because you haven't been able to see this yet. And to be fair, the hand I had was pretty decent if I actually survived that long, but it had horrible early gameplay. So I'm willing to try and go round 2. Oh, different deck this time. Gucci, I'll mute and put my phone down so no cheats. Fair enough, fair enough. Fine. Oh! Monitor. It's literally a hall monitor. Well, fuck. Want lightning round? You stole my mystic! Stop stealing my... Stop stealing my mages! You fiend! Magic missile! One to your face. Ah! It's a token generator. Holy shit. That was lightning round and a half. Haste hell. Truly haste hell. Very nicely made deck, though. Holy crap. Hell. One more time. Not the wizard deck this time. Let's go with... Oh, I definitely see that there. I definitely see that there, Dork. How about... You know what? Mechanic against mechanic. Oh god. I think I know what you're running. I think I know what you're running with that card. I'm gonna die. Immune. Siege Horde. There we go. Oh, you got Death Touch. How do I handle you? I think I have an idea. You bought yourself a turn. But only a turn. This and a little bit of that. Another one. I'll take it. Poison counters. Ravenous. What effect? Glory Dominus.
It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
Not yet. But maybe. Oh, baby. Let's get ourselves this boy.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
The Seed Core. Can't block a flare. Red Jaw, get out here. Do it! That was not the card I was hoping to grab. Oh well. Close, but no. Defiler of fate. Commune, please give it to me. Thank you. Trap Jaw Tyrant! Get over here. Everybody, get in there! And again! GG, my friend. GG. That was an intense and beautiful battle. GG very much. Now let's open up this Duskmourn patch. Cryptid Inspector. Whenever a face-down permanent you control enters, and whenever Cryptid Inspector or another permanent you control is turned face-up, put a 1/1 counter on Cryptid Inspector. The Friendly Ghost. Finally got a copy of my own. The Brood Spinner. The spider is stupid good. Brood Spinner. And enters Surveil 2 for 6 mana, and tap it, sacrifice it to create a number of 1/1 black and green insect creature tokens with flying equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Yeah, it creates a whole bunch of flying 1/1s based on the number of card types you've got. I can see that. The Clammy Prowler. Whenever Clammy Prowler attacks, another target creature, attacking creature can't be blocked. Get out! Counter target creature or enchantment. Return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Interesting. And our special card is the Ghostly Dancers. When it enters, return an enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand, or unlock a locked door of a room you control. And Eerie, whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, create a 3/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Interesting. Avel, you want your rematch? Issue out that challenge. And it looks like Lycan has also come online too. Last time we played, we had an epic werewolf fight with them. Real quick there, Dork. I believe Avel has a may have a rematch they would like to do. And actually, while we're waiting for... Oh, never mind. Well, I'm going to do this real quick. Just because I can. Packs. Grab another Mystic pack. Yoinkity shploinkity. Alright. For the Monarch. Accepting. This time we go with the classic Werewolves. I'll get back to my draft battle then while having all this. Fair enough, fair enough. Best of luck in your duels, my friend. Hello, hello. Yeah, we can keep that. Ooh, a clue. We've got a dagger. The missing person's outline. A shattered cup. Shattered chalice. Potentially poisoned. Some sort of rope. The Naturalist. Just because I'm working with old cards doesn't mean I can't still use new cards. Deadhead Beastie. To a red mountain. Oh, my favorite card from the original pack. Say hello to the village messenger. I love getting this turn 1. Put down a red, put down village, smack for 1. They can only put down 1 if they don't have a turn 1 mana play. Village Messenger transforms immediately. Look at that Moonrise Intruder. Look at you. Beautiful. My baby. Speaking of my baby, baby girl, Arlen.
You want to fight me and my pack? Good luck.
Transform!
We won't be caged.
Damn, you're training out a lot of your creatures for mana.
We must restore the daylight.
No attacks. I want to do something fun. Again!
We have predator instincts on our side.
No attacks. You're literally forcing me to do this. Final one.
We won't be caged.
Resolve? Pass. My go. Now, allow me to show you why the original Arlen Cord card is so great. -6 ability.
I was not fierce enough. Our enemies can't run forever.
I now have the emblem where I can just tap any one of my creatures and I can deal damage to any target, including you, without even having to declare an attack or go into attack phase. Ooh. Lovely cards. Not enough to play it, though. With me going first, I'd be scrambling for mana. Yeah, I'll do it. Turn 2 play. Oh dear. A lot of mulligans. Three cards. Good game. Just admitting defeat right now just because of bad hand. Oh! You stunned my boy. You know what? I'm just gonna say pass. Building Pack Alpha. Welcome back. Duskwatch. Building. If you can help me out here. Huntmaster of the Fells. Transform. It takes some getting used to, and it's not exactly the most swiftest of strategies. But old classic werewolves definitely still have their fun plays. Oh yeah, that second round was definitely a lot of pain I saw there. Razor Trap Gorge. Trial of Agony. I like to play a game. Yep, see, it's basically that. The eye looking in on the screen while two people have to try and sacrifice each other. For too long, you two have been best friends. I have chained you together across a gorge with a giant saw blade in the middle. The choice is yours. Will you try and work together to break the chain, or will you just try and tug each other off of one side in order to spare your life? Choose target creatures controlled by the same opponent. That player chooses one of those creatures. Trial of Agony deals 5 damage to that creature, and the other can't block this turn. Fair. You were thinking about conceding? If anything, it was probably... If it was that bad there, Avel, I wouldn't have judged you for conceding. The Charred Voyeur. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You can play it this turn. And the Warped Space. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast from exile. 0 generic mana. You'll have to pay the regular mana cost, though. Interesting. So, how about another, or how about try and actually see if we can't put something together? Rather go out swinging? Valiant. Honorable, honestly. The Split Skin Doll. When Split Skin Doll enters, draw a card, then discard a card unless you control another creature with power 2 or less. Exercise, obviously, that was a really good card. Anything with power 4 or greater would definitely have been useful against Atali there. So hang on, if I type in toy, we should look at all of the different toy cards. The Twitching Doll. Arabella the Abandoned Doll. Whenever it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent. You gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Basically, Army of the Small. The Patched Plaything. Double Strike. Patched Plaything enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it if you cast it from your hand, not from exile. Yeah, you did show me this. I was mostly just curious about making a freaking toy deck because it kind of reminds me of the Shaddolls, not Shaddolls, it was Fright Furs from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Piggy Bank. When Piggy Bank dies, create a treasure token. Ragged Playmate. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. The Living Phone. When it dies, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You can reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it into your hand. The rest of the bottom to your library in a random order. The Doll Maker's Shop. When one or more non-toy creature you control attacks a player, create a white toy artifact creature. Oh god, it looks like the freaking, it looks like Bella Laura's, little mini ballerinas from Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh dear, Lycan's online and they're issuing a challenge. Well, let's see what we can do. To be continued in this concept. You know? It would be interesting to maybe try and create one of these sort of, one of these glimmer, what was it called? Glimmer creatures? There it is. Yeah, these glimmer creatures. Seem like little spirits. And I do love my spirits. Alright. Oh. Nope. You get back here. You get back here. That enchantment is stupid good. I'd believe it. It's just a matter of, I'm still playing my cards on what I want to try and work towards in terms of actually creating a deck around this stuff. For now, though, the werewolves shall continue their assault into Duskmourn. By potentially finding another person using werewolves. I'll keep it. Hello, my good friend. You use vampires? The treachery! The audacity! Wedding announcement. Make it night. Village messenger. Just cause I can. Ooh, it's got death touch until end of turn. No blocks. Nighttime, baby. Piper, get out here. I need Duskwatch recruiter. Played more than 2 cards, did ya? Piper? Oh, I could do more than one time. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If it's a wolf or werewolf, untap by Piper. Only activate as a sorcery. Yeah, I'll probably have to... You can only submit one, so... Yeah... Yeah, that'll do. Huntmaster of the Battles! Ulrich of the Krallen Horde! Probably should have just cast it from hand, though. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life? Hell no, get that the hell out of here. blaster! No attacks. Everybody, transform! 2 damage. My favorite werewolf card gets the boost. Good game. Werewolves beat vampires! Good fucking shit. Woo! Round 2 it is. Oh, but why did it have to be root bound? I'm gonna keep it again. Hello. Oh, bringing out the wolf deck. Watch. You pushed me. Alright, this ain't looking good here. Let's say you're gonna just destroy it as soon as you transform. Ovalar. With 3, 4. I can technically do this. No attacks though. Gonna roll with ill-tempered loner. No. Better idea. Better idea indeed. Better idea indeed. 7-7. Wipe up another one. The long con. And the long con paid off. Yes! Everybody attack! Mess with the shaman. You face the pack. Let's fucking go. Good game though, Lycan. If you're listening in somewhere. If you're listening in, good game. I'm afraid Lord Demonic is up next. Let's keep rolling with the classic werewolves. I'm gonna say I'll play first. And I'm keeping it. Emerald. No attack though. Oh, this figure. All right, have it your way. Dragon stole 2 of my cards. One was a mountain. Fine. I've got enough mana right here to pour out 2 more creatures of my own. And transform. Gain what you can. Village Watch. Ooh, not good. Still not good. Better. Charlie Arlen. That's why I have a late gameplay. The Defector Might. Huh. Okay. Well, all I see right now is you can't block, so... Gift of Completion? Incubate 3. Be gone with you, bug. I might as well get down on the field now. Awful. Good game indeed. Alrighty. Next up. Let's see about doing this. Not collected, Duskmourn. You were looking at Glimmer. Enduring Curiosity? Enduring Innocence, Glimmer Seeker. Great Glimmer creature. Glimmer Burst. Basically fighting against the shadows of the haunted house horrors. Enduring Tenacity. That's if a player has no Glimmer creatures. Enduring Courage. We got ourselves a German Shepherd, looks like. The Inquisitive Glimmer. Oh wait, no, foxes. Spells cost 1 less. Enchantment spells cost 1 less. So it would work for this. Unlock costs pay 1 less as well. The Grand Entryway. When you unlock this door, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. And when you unlock this door, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If it dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. It's not a creature. So, when it dies, it goes to the graveyard, but then returns to the battlefield as an enchantment, and you can't attack with it. So you still get the ability of whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Okay, so that's how the Glimmer creatures function. Whenever one or other creatures you control with power 2 or less or greater, draw a card. Whenever you attack, creatures you control get 1/1 until end of turn. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. I can almost see a Glimmer creature deck focusing around. Probably best worked with survivors as well. So Survivor Glimmer. Obviously the format's going to be just standard format, because that's what this set is right now. But what else do we have? Got the survivors, obviously. What about the horrors? What about the nightmares? There were a whole bunch of nightmare creatures, weren't there? Yes. The Mind Skinner. Can't be blocked. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent that damage, and each opponent mills that many cards. Year of Isolation. Additional cost to cast this spell. Return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. Fear of Infinity. Fear of Infinity cannot block, and whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear of Infinity from your graveyard to your hand. Aito, Bane of Nightmares. Also another Kamigawa Planeswalker. Burning Alive. Whenever it enters, deal 4 damage to each opponent. If a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, Fear of Burning Alive deals that amount of damage to target creature that player controls. Now, I can only assume when it talks about card types, it has to be enchantments, creatures, sorceries, instances, that sort of. So, if these guys are enchantment creatures, would that count as 2 different card types in the graveyard, just from 1 card? I feel like that would be a thing. Cost of playing this, tap 2 creatures and or lands you control. Here's that missing out creature. It's not even legendary. Whew, but it is one of those super rares. Maybe 3. Let's make a nightmare deck, eh? This is a horror theme. I want to try and work with stuff with horror. And that's an uncommon? Fear of Exposure. 3 of those. Fear of being hunted. Fear of being hunted must be blocked if able. Got haste. Sort of force your hand, or force your opponent's hand to block him. Probably run a good 4 of them. What else we got? Not too much after that. We obviously have red and green going at our basis, so let's focus on that. A human coward. Turn inside out. Target creature gets 3+, or +3/+0 until end of turn. When it dies, manifest dread. A chainsaw! When it enters, you can deal 3 combat damage to up to 1 target creature. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a rev counter on chainsaw. And then the creature gets X, or +X, where X is the number of rev counters on chainsaw. Grab the prize as an additional cost to cast the spell. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards. If the discarded card wasn't a land card, grab the prize. Deals 2 damage to each. And that feed. There is the mutant cards too. We can make mutant nightmares. Maybe, right? The Hauntwood's Shrieker, a beast mutant. Whenever it attacks, manifest dread. Reveal target face down permanent. If it's a creature card, you may turn it face up. Ooh. Okay, so a creature card that can literally say, hey, this is a creature under here, flip it for free. Oh, but I can only make 3 of them. And they're freaking my legendaries. Fine. Just because it's worth it. Throw those together. What else we got? Violent Urges. Target creature gets 1 and gains first strike until end of turn. If there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, that creature gains double strike. We are looking for card type variety, I should say. Gain first strike until end of turn. And it gains double strike instead. Throw them in there. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by the same opponent. One of those creatures deals 5 damage to that creature, and the other can't block this turn. Well, that could be both beneficial and detrimental. If you target 2 really strong creatures and it only deals 5 damage, it won't kill the creature, and the other creatures just wouldn't be able to block. How about some actual legendary creatures? You have to work with in red and green. Beastie Beatdown. Peer past the veil. Discard your hand. Draw X cards, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. But the Wildfire Witcher folk seems to be the only red-green creature that technically isn't even legendary. Always make a few of you, I suppose. As long as there's as long as there are 4 or more cards. So go and throw all you in. Choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. If there are 4 or more card types among the cards in your graveyard, put 2 1/1 counters on creature you control, and then the creature you control deals damage equal to its power to the creature that an opponent controls. So it's technically not even fighting. That's really nice. Do that definitely. Got the Bleeding Woods to add on. What else we got? What else? Slavering's Branch Snapper. Another major boss monster. We don't have any of those yet. Throw that in there. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. When it enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named everywhere that is a basic land type. So it's literally just all mana. Plains, island, swamp, mountain, and forest. That's at least a boss monster too. Spine Seeker Centipede. Put your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Gets 1/2 and has vigilance as long as there are 4 more different card types. Still functions around the same the mechanic that we're working for, so yes. And then we're basically making a cryptid deck. Now that I realize it, we're making a cryptid deck. Razorkin, Enduring Courage, Most Valuable Slayer, target attacking creature gets 1 and first strike until end of turn. Where's your... I suppose we could make a bedhead bestie too. Another boss monster. Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. Enters or attacks, deals 4 damage to any target. That's an avatar for her. Avatar. Can't make another one. Damn it. Pyroclasm. Damage to each creature. Can only make 1. Ragged Playmate, Razorkin Needlehead, Rampaging Soul Rager. Untimely Malfunction. Got Reach. Reach is good. Why not? Alright, let's try this out. Wait. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I forgot to name it. Cryptid Horrors. Nice. Play test begin. Well, can't play anything. A better start. I can keep 6. Let's get rid of... Get rid of... Violent Urge. Hello! Ow. Bats. Oh, you're looking at my hand. What was the other thing for you? That was the delirium. Okay, so it's just basic damage. Oh, you got rid of my thing that I have needed for more land. All right, fine. Mount it. And I can force cycle, I suppose. Damn leech. Fear of being hunted. And that feeds. And beastie beat down. Ooh hoo hoo. Fear being hunted again. Made yourself a new deck, did ya? Tested too. Fair enough. And next, attack. You gain first strike. And turn. Going straight to the attack phase. Solve. Can't do anything about the flyer now. Hotwood Shrieker. Attack. First strike for you. I gotta block him. And keeping your dolls in check, at least with fear of being hunted. But every turn I take 3 damage. First strike. Manifest Dread. Now everyone should have an additional boost. Gets 2 and 2 and menace until end of turn. Feel its creature. Okay. Next. Light blade stole it. Already has flying. Get an extra life. Everybody attack. You can get the first strike. The hand that feeds. Reveal you. Block. Violent Urge. Double strike. Oh, but I didn't do it. Your strategy has failed you. My cryptids will destroy you. Dying. Anything else? Each player loses 4 life. You're gonna make it a tie. Good game. You're making it a draw, Gwyneth. You know what though? Good game. If you didn't have that, I would have won. Round of applause for Gwyneth. That was some good shit right there. Right then, Demonic. I accept your challenge. I may very well want to continue to test out my Cryptid Horror deck. Ooh, you know what? I'll keep it. Get ready for the Scarecrow! More Scarecrow! Next turn. And that's a good game. Ooh. Yes. Red. Fear of lost teeth. Fear of missing out. Violent urges. So that's enchantment, instant creature. Sorcery. Begin the slaughter. If there are 4 more cards among targets in the graveyard, untap target creature. Ah, wait. No. Yes. Again. We're not missing out on dealing damage to your face now. Mountain cycling. Attack! And again! Clever. Centipede. Can't block that. Fear of being hunted. And the hand that feeds. Gonna have to make a sacrifice. fear of exposure. Damn. Good game. I didn't have anything to deal with flyers. Wait, what? I'm alive. But I can't attack anymore. Fear of Missing Out's ability, though, was really fun. Hey, welcome back there, Gib. Alright, 1-1. I'm gonna say play first. To which I will keep it. I think. Do I? I don't want to keep this. I don't think I want to keep this. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. It doesn't really help me out either. That does. Gonna give it up for a little bit more just to finish up reorganizing my bedroom and try and keep everything safe? Yes, do so. I'm gonna say put you away, and probably put you away. Phyrexians. Aye. Bricking, I'm guessing. You're not the only one right now. Which state you gonna be jumping to, Gib? If you even want to expose that information. You don't have to if you don't want to. That's not enough. One more. Bedhead beastie. Damn. There's my reach. Sacrifice the land to draw a card. And that'll be game. Georgia, then up into Tennessee with family who's up there. Good. Very good. Get to family. Get to somewhere safe. Alrighty. Did you want to try and go another round there, Demonic? I know you kind of bricked with that last round. Got no land. Exactly. Good. Down's definitely helping me out with just having my large cryptids punch faces. The most valuable Slayer, definitely helping out with giving at least first strike to my creatures. Impending. Alright. Going for it again. Oh, wait. Forgot. There we go. We moved from werewolves into cryptids. I mean, technically werewolves are cryptids. At least there's a bunch of werewolf cryptids out there. There's the Beast of Bray Road. There was Michigan Dogman. The Varkolak. The Beast of Gavaden. Except the Beast of Gavaden is exactly a werewolf. It's just a large wolf that terrorized the countryside. I think, what was it, France? Maybe Germany? I forget. Then there's the loup-garou, but I think that's just the French description of werewolf. Online friend of mine was in the same city as Northern family up in Tennessee last time I evac'd, and that caused her to panic because she didn't mean to admit what city. Then she moved a little later out of fear of someone tracking her down. Honestly fair, I'm still deep sorry about starting her like that. Indeed, indeed. Probably should have discussed it a little more. But, whenever you're ready, Demonic. Or did I just cancel a challenge by doing that? No, it's still going. Obviously, I only have him here. He's got. Oh, she literally asked what city you back to. Fair enough then. Reach. You're the only creature with reach? No, there's also Grasping Longneck. Oh my lordy, what the heck is that? When it dies, you gain 2 life. Oh, and the Brood Spinner. I forgot about the Spider. Then again, that's black and green, not red and green. The Anthropede. Act Horror. Actually, it's just an insect. When it enters, you may discard a card or pay 2, and when you do, destroy a target room. Good room counter, I guess? worth that. And thank you very much for the care package there, Gib. How much would it be to make you? Ooh. Then again, you're 4. You're also, but you're instead of red. Our color balance actually. 27, 18, 71%, 47%. We could try and get rid of maybe Razor Key. Then again, that we're just having abilities to draw destroy root, potentially get some more benefit from just being able to sacrifice an underused land and draw a card. Yeah, I suppose that grasping long neck definitely has a long neck. Indeed. Oh, get out of here. Card changes. Yeah, the horror cards are definitely interesting. Maybe I need to exit out and send you another one? There he is. Alright. Let's see how well this goes, I'll work with it. Hello! Mountain. Fear of missing out. I'll get rid of, let's say, one of our hands. Year of isolation. You. Beastie! Beat down! Wait. Actually, yes. Let's go with going straight into the attack phase. Putting up Ripchain. Next. Attack! And also. Now the real fun begins. Deals combat jets to a player, draw that many cards. Fear of failed tests. Beastie, beat down! Untap. Untap. Escaping it. Go for it. You want true nightmare? How about reliving the same nightmare again? First strike. Get it in there, Dick. Very well. You enjoy the rest of your evening. Fascinating. I feel like he could do more. Fear of exposure is good, but that additional cost makes it detrimental, just because he can't immediately attack the moment it's down. Again, for his price of 3 and have it being a 5/4, I can understand it. On Woodshrieker, that was a really hard manifest stuff and then reveal it. Especially if it manifests something along the lines of these things. Rip Chain definitely helps out with dealing with flyers, but I feel like we can try and do some adding events for fight. I don't really have too much. It's kind of like a werewolf deck, where I'm primarily relying on Beastie Beatdown or Violent Urges to try and deal with blockers. Add it in there, Evel? Understood. Thank you very much for the fun games. I certainly hope you enjoyed them as well. And excellent work with trying to create that deck there. Continue to improve, as I shall continue to find. Bible Slayer. Obviously, it's more the hero instead of the enemy. That definitely helped out with land ramp.
Life holds endless mysteries waiting to be discovered. The meaning for me is embracing the chaos and beauty of the wild, being one with the pack and the elements. To live fiercely, hunt passionately, and howl under the moon.
I.e., live life how you want to live it. You need cheaper cards. Well, I mean, if you have a couple of the wild cards to redeem, you'll be able to make off of those. I was able to make this just off of the small amount that I had, and I had to use up all 3 of my mythics. And I literally had to do that for, what was the 3 cards again? I'm pretty sure it was Fear of Missing Out. Oh no, it was it? Closure? It was that guy. This guy was 3 mystics. I'd honestly say worth it. But yeah. Alright. I think maybe I got enough time for one more game. Oh, you used them to make the deck. Fair enough. I think I got enough time for one more good round. Maybe 2, depending how quickly it goes. So, let's finish it off once again by having the Werewolves invade Duskmourn. Let's do this. I can work with it. Hello. May not be able to see it because you're still choosing. There you go. And we're on the D&D map. Hi, dragon. Bristly Bill the Spine Sower? Is that Cactus Man? Let's do... One on yourself. Colossal Majesty. Not gonna attack though. Time for a loner. You're running mono green, aren't you? That you are. This turn I have to attack. Fear of Infinity is a good one as an uncommon. Oh yeah, definitely. The lifesteal and the flying. Ooh, boy, gonna have to take that to the face. we're gonna do Village Watch. Destroy. Let's control 7 or more lands. You already have 5. Destroy it. Chop you down to 4 health. An Orc of the Kralin Horde can come out, give a major boost to one of our werewolves, and then we swing in for game. Moon Pupper. Okay. So you got a big snake. Big deal. Ulrich? Destroy. And no matter if you block, it's game. Good game. That alone sealed your fate. Woohoo! Gift of completion and fear of was it insulation? I thought it was fear of isolation. Let me see here. Let me take a look. I want to see how. I want to see. It was gift of. Oh well. Cards I don't own. Fear of. No. What was it? Duskmourn. All the colors. Here. Fear of mobility. The fear of isolation and the gift of completion, or the fear of complete. Reduction. Infinity. Seeing a gift of. Oh, you were talking about the completion card though. So was that a Duskmourn card? It was a blue card, I remember that. You were running blue, black, and white. Fear of surveillance, enduring innocence, blah 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 blah. Fear of immobility. Production. Lord of the Mistmoors. Fear of isolation. As an additional cost to the spell, return a permanent you control to its own hand. Flying. Erratic apparition. Fear of imposters. It was not. Oh, okay. It was what, a Bloomburrow card? Because that's usually a gift. Gift. Gift is black. Black coloration. Battle Balemark. I just saw it too. Oh, it's a Phyrexian card. Okay. Phyrexian. Probably March of the Machine just to be safe. So now we're looking for gift. There it is. Gift of Completion. When it enters, incubate 3, and then for actions you control, dies avail 1. So you're saying this and the fear of the elation of here. Why does it not pop up? Well, that's why. So you're saying return permanent you can control to its owner's hand. Oh, I do see where you're coming from, Avel. So you put down the incubator, it creates the token, then you bring out isolation onto the field, return it to the hand so you can cast it again and get another one. Yes, yes, yes. I see your strategy, and that is a viable strategy. I believe. At least it allows you to recycle and build up your field. I would like to try and do something with the Mind Skinner. This card honestly looks really cool, and just having it as like a mill deck. Can't be blocked, and if a source you would control would deal damage to an opponent, prevent it, but have the opponent mill that many cards. I feel like that would be very effective in a lot of the sort of black decks. You can combine this with black, where whenever you like summon something or deal damage to yourself or sacrifice a creature and have to like deal damage and gain life, I feel like that would combo pretty well with this. Silent Hall Creeper. Can't be blocked. It can't be blocked, but it can block. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Become a copy of another target creature you control, draw a card, or put 2/1/1 counters on the Silent Hall. Honestly, again, pretty freaking cool. You hate this card? I can see why. Literally, you put 2/1/1 counters on yourself, you draw a card, and then as the final one, you become a copy of hopefully a stronger creature that you brought onto the field, only it has 2/1/1 counters on it. I can honestly see. Here's where the complex plays come through. You got this guy out on the field, like around turn 1. You then bring out this guy. Or not turn 1, turn 2. Turn 3, you get out this guy. Turn 4, you attack. Hopefully you get something big, like one of these big monsters here. You manifest it on the field, and then you pay the 2 mana to flip it up. And then, hopefully by then, you'll be able to use Silent Hall Creeper's ability to copy it and become this, but with 2/2 on it. That would be... I can see how that would just be painful for your opponent. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot of fun stuff with this set. Mayhaps we should return to this set again and see if we can't make maybe a second deck out of it. Always do love a good little bit of horror. Especially for a month like this. Especially whenever it's something that isn't exactly human horror. The Vile Mutilator, for example. freaking goat demon god. That apparently is, yeah, very effective against the glimmer creatures. Sacrifice a non-token enchantment, and then sacrifice a non-token creature. Very well then. The Doomsday Excruciator. When it enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all... Okay. When it enters, you get rid of your entire deck but the last 6 cards of the library. And at the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. So, you draw 2 more cards every upkeep. Or you do a draw on your draw phase, then you draw again on your upkeep. That is evil. Evil. And then there's Valvagoth the Terror Eater. Wait a minute. What was that one card that we got? That was, summon, like... Thrice? Was it? Thrice? Yes, Altanak, the Thrice called. Ooh. Whenever Altanak the Thrice called becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you draw a card. And then you can discard Altanak the Thrice called to return a target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I mean, cool. Cool. Basically, whenever you just become the target of a spell or ability, draw a card, but it doesn't, like, negate. It's a cheaper way of getting it out, I suppose, but even then, you have to cast at least, say its name at least 3 times, and then that puts it onto the battlefield for free. Maybe. Maybe. See if I can play around with that one too. But anyway, for now, we are gonna go ahead and head out for the evening. Here we go. Oop, that one. Very good, very good. And now, let's go and find ourselves someone to raid for the evening. Herber. Silent Hill 2. A remake. Or just, like, HD re-release. However... Ooh, yes. I can easily see this being a fun little raid. Let's go and say hello to my good friend, R. Senpoi. He's playing a game called Prey, and it seems like they're in a very, tense situation right now. So, let's go give it a little spook, eh? Oop. Ah, wrong. Try that again. Oh. There you go. Feel free to copy and paste either one of these raid messages. And on that note, I will simply go ahead and say, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. If you did enjoy what you saw, do consider leaving a follow, as it helps out the channel. And if you're watching from the YouTube archive, do consider subscribing there as well, as subscribing to both channels helps out a ton. And you'll be able to check out all of our other Magic the Gathering adventures. And finally, if you want to stay on top of when I go live, do consider checking out the socials on my card. That way you'll be informed of when I go live, if I have to cancel stream, and if there is any special event going on. I do have some things planned for this month in terms of the sub goals. Just need to wait for the proper time to release them, I suppose I could say. But yes, thank you all so much for joining, and as always, I'll see you next time. spirits bless, and bye bye.